This one right here?
Yeah, ask them something.
What's up?
Huh?
What's happening? You don't know how to talk all of a sudden?
What do you want?
Shut the hell up. I was talking first.
An expert on anime.
It's not about anime, dude. I'm asking you a fucking question. Why do you look like Danny DeVito?
It's because I'm a jerk just like Danny DeVito.
Yeah, I can tell.
I can tell you're a jerk too.
Yeah, no shit. Bro, just ask all my friend group.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Why are you sorry? You're a jerk just like me.
I'm not saying I'm a jerk like you. I'm just saying I know more about anime than anyone else.
Oh, do you now?
Of course I do. I'm sure I know more about it than you do.
I don't know. What question should I ask him next?
Boston, hello.
Thank you.
Okay. Off we go.
Off we go. It's Steve and Amell, everybody.
Hello.
Rocking the shirt. I love it.
Yep. Same shirt I was wearing last Saturday.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got some questions for you.
I'm very excited for these questions.
Good, as you should be.
I redlined some, I greenlined them.
I especially
No pun intended.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay, but of course, you know me, I have to ask a wrestling question first. Is that okay?
Ask me a wrestling question. Yes, please.
Okay, so you teamed with Neville, right, in a match against Stardust and King Barrett. So I wanted to know, what was the toughest thing about training for that match?
What was the toughest thing about training for that match? When I was training for that match, WWE was on a tour through British Columbia. So I went on the Saturday to Vancouver Island, which is the capital of British Columbia, and trained with Cody. And man, the people that were in that ring that night, Arn Anderson was one of the guys that helped me train. And then I trained with them again the next day when they had a show in Vancouver. And then that Monday night was when I did the run-in. And the most difficult thing that you will ever do in wrestling is very, very simple. It's the first thing that they ever have you do. Well, there's two things. Do we have time for two things? Okay. Running the ropes. They're not ropes, they're cables with tape over them. They hurt bad. So there's that. And what they do is they get you up and they put you in the middle of the ring and they say crouch down like this and then fall backwards. It's terrifying. And the first time you do it, your head hits the mat and you get up and your mouth starts to water and you think you're gonna barf, and then you just go do it again. And they do it again, and then once you finally get it, they're like, okay, do it 100 times. And the next morning you wake up and you feel muscles that you didn't know existed in your neck right here, because when you do that, you go like this, you know, like that, and it's bad.
You have to like tuck your chin, or else you can hurt.
You don't tuck your chin, you hit your head. I just saw Miss Piggy right there, it's lovely. And if you don't tuck your chin, you hit your head, and it really, really hurts.
Right, and every time you take a bump, it's like being in a car crash. I don't think people realize how intense it is.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to speak too much to my buddy Cody's business, but if you're in the wrestling business for as long as he has been, he just straight up told me that when he's done, he's gonna have to have spinal surgery. Like he's gonna have to have a fusion done. There's no good way about it. There's no good way to fall. It is incredibly difficult on your body, and that's why I love it.
There you go. So out of curiosity, because obviously we know you love wrestling and you love acting, but what did you want to be when you grew up? Like, what did you want to be as a kid?
I wanted to be a professional baseball player. I wanted to play for the Toronto Blue Jays. Okay, I would like to thank the city of Boston for your hospitality and for the 7-3 win last night. I got to go underneath the Green Monster, and it might have been like, don't tell my wife or my kids, it was a top 4 moment of my entire life. I think that Fenway Park, I'm not catering because I'm about to say this. Fenway Park is the second greatest spot to watch a sporting event in all of North America. Augusta, the Masters. Sorry.
Have you been to the Masters?
They're both green. I've been to the Masters twice. Yeah.
I apply every year. I never get through student Amell.
Being at the Masters is terrifying. That's a difficult.
It's a whole
discussion,
different thing. So, what initially drew you to acting? How did you pivot from I want to be a baseball player to I want to be an actor?
The first thing that made me pivot was when I only was 6'1", and when I was a good athlete. But like, I'm a good athlete. I'm athletic, but professional athletes are at a different level. Okay, think about your favorite team. Think about your favorite sports team. Think about the person on that team who you think is shit. Okay, they're the best athlete from their town ever, right? Like, so I pivoted when I realized that I wasn't going to be a professional athlete, and then in my later, like in the latter part of my 20s, when you start to take stock of what makes you happy. And at that time, I thought, my friends make me happy, my dog, Louie, made me happy, and acting made me happy. And it still does, which is a blessing.
And that's good life advice too. Do what makes you happy, right?
Listen, if you're not doing what makes you happy, there are no dress rehearsals. Like, this is it. So you might as well do what makes you happy.
Steve, this isn't a dress rehearsal.
Let's hope that this is as deep as it gets.
Yeah. So, did you have a lot of encouragement when you initially wanted to get into acting? Like, who were some of your biggest people that were behind you?
No, people told me I was stupid. No, no. People were like, that's not a real career. And the thing that the advice that I would offer to aspiring actors is, you have to remember it is a career. Okay? Doctors don't start as surgeons. Okay? Like, you have to work. You have to build yourself up. My favorite part about my transition to California was that's when I started to treat it like a career. And if you look at my resume over a 2-year stretch, you will see guest star, guest star, guest star, recurring guest star, recurring guest star, lead, series regular, special guest star, lead. And that matters. The way that you behave on a set, understanding what people do, understanding how to hit your mark, understanding how to be a professional, understanding how to show up on time, that's 9/10 of the job. And the last 10% is the whole, be creative.
And obviously, we get to see you in front of the screen, but what would you say are some of the biggest misconceptions about being an actor?
Biggest misconceptions about being an actor? Sort of what I just said. It's a career. It's a vocation. There are moments where there are brilliant moments that you will see on screen or on television. But those brilliant moments are underwritten by thousands of people, right? By your fellow actors, by the crew, by the director. You want to do a great scene with bad lighting? That's not going to be on screen. You want to do a great scheme where the focus puller, you're soft in frame on your close-up, it's never going to be there. And I think that when we spoke last week, and I made some comments that were a little difficult. That came from how much love and appreciation I have for the process of making film and television. I know how much goes into it. I know how much it fills people up. I also know how it puts food on the table for other people and for everyone that's involved in it. And I guess the biggest misconception is that it's a job, just like any other job. A fun job, it's just a job.
So when you're not at conventions or at the Masters or at baseball games, what do you like to do on your rare time off?
With my time off? Well, if I could be in Detroit for SummerSlam tonight, I would be.
What? How far is Detroit from here?
A 2-hour flight. I looked at it. Oh man, my favorite thing right now is being a dad. My son has just started. He's just started laughing, and he part of me, guys. But parents, get ready. He laughs when he takes a shit, and I look at him. Do you say who doesn't?
Just kidding.
Okay. And I look at him, and my wife did this, and it was the thing that I discovered when I got home this week. Look at him after he does it, and you go, you, and he goes like that. So I love being a dad right now. My daughter's going into 4th grade. She starts school a week from Monday. You know, nobody likes being on strike, and being on strike is not fun, although it's important. You know, the ancillary benefit of that is that I get to be at home and do dad things, which is nice.
Do your kids realize how cool you are?
Come on. Yeah, no, I think my daughter thinks I'm cool.
Yeah, no, I don't believe this.
She's 9, so the clock is ticking.
Views.
But my son's gonna think I'm cool until he's 40. Yeah.
40 is the cutoff, and not cool anymore. Okay, you mentioned SummerSlam. I have a couple questions about music. Do you have a favorite wrestling theme song?
Favorite wrestling
Want to
theme
get a
song?
slice up to this?
Real American.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan.
I played
We got
when I
cheese
got
and
my
pepperoni.
American citizenship,
Right
which
there.
happened this past August.
$8. Well, $7 for cheese, $8 for pepperoni.
It was at Dodger Stadium. I didn't realize that I could have had a VIP chair. Didn't ask. When I saw that they were tweeting that I was getting my citizenship, I was like, damn it. I could have gotten a VIP chair. Because I got there at 7 a.m. It was 88 degrees in Los Angeles. We were sitting in center field in Dodger Stadium. And I sat down. I got there at 6:45, and I sat down at 7 a.m. And they said, okay, please keep your seats. And we are excited to begin the ceremony at 10. I was wearing a flannel shirt, like a stupid Canadian. And I had to sit there. I forgot the original part of this question.
Wherever you're going.
Okay, all right, okay. No, I did, oh, Hulk Hogan, yeah. And after becoming an American citizen, I got in my car and I played Real American by Hulk Hogan. And I started to cry.
Hulk Hogan. He's the wrestler.
I want to be able to vote. I'm very proud to be an American citizen. Dual citizen. I'm
Yeah.
Canadian still.
So outside of Hulk Hogan, what's the best concert you've ever been to?
The best concert that I've ever been to? I was front row side stage for a Dave Matthews concert, and it was a Christmas concert, and they played a bunch of slow jams, and I was able to put my feet up. This was also before cannabis was federally legal, but man, oh man, the entire arena was hotboxed, and I just sat there eating M&Ms and drinking Diet Coke and watching Dave Matthews. So that's number one. Number two, I saw Damien Rice play at Massey Hall in Toronto, and that was just a phenomenal concert. And then last but not least, I saw Explosions in the Sky. Do you watch Friday Night Lights?
I've seen it.
Okay, you know the guitar that plays in the back?
That's
Explosions in the Sky. They played a concert at the Hollywood Forever Cemetery.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Although I might have.
What?
Weed was legal then, and I might have done a bit too much. Because they came on, they said, "Hey, we want to wake up the ghosts," and I went, "No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't."
Okay. Keep the ghosts where they. Okay. Obviously, you do a lot of these conventions, and we get to meet you. But who's someone that you'd like to meet?
Yeah, he's definitely always.
Well, I met Henry Winkler earlier.
So lovely.
Came over and said, like, "You're a great actor," and I went. I've always wanted to meet Tom Cruise.
Yes.
Tom Cruise. I look up to that guy.
He's so brave.
He should be in the next Mission Impossible,
That
actually.
freaks me out. No.
What is? Look, if we want to resolve the strike, Tom Cruise.
Okay.
Okay, just get him involved.
I'm with you. I'm with
Can we
you.
solve it in like a day? Probably.
With Tom
I'd hope so.
Let's get Tom Cruise on the line. Are you into any of those like extreme things? Like, have you ever bungee jumped or skydived or swam with the sharks?
You know what? I surprised my wife with bungee jumping, and then I almost chickened out.
But you did it.
I did it. And there's a great photo of us afterwards where she's got this euphoric look on her face, and I'm literally nestled into her armpit. Like, I used to be the guy that would want to jump out of planes. And I have become incredibly risk averse since I became a dad. And I think that that's getting in touch with your own mortality, maybe. But I want to be there for my kids. And, you know, accidents happen and you can't control everything. And I'm certainly not like, you know, I'm not looking 8 times before I cross the street. But at the same time, I'm standing up and I'm about to bungee jump and I'm like, is this smart? Like, is this smart? Like, do I get a prize if I do this? What am I doing?
That's fair. But at least you did it, and now you can tell the tale.
I did it. Never again.
Okay.
Whoosh. Unless my daughter was like, Dad, I want to go bungee jumping with you.
A nice bonding experience.
Then I'd do it. Yeah.
Okay. That's the one time. Okay, fine. What was your first job before acting?
I was a vacuum salesman. Traveling back, yeah. What's up? What up? Yeah, no, I was a.
Traveling.
Yeah, like I went to people's houses, like cold call, sold vacuums.
So scary.
It's scary to talk about. Thank you for asking.
Did you sell a lot of vacuums?
I did.
Oh, that's great. Very, very cool. Okay. How about, once again, we get to meet you at a lot of these conventions. Is there any like memorable moments that maybe stand out to you? Is there a gift that maybe you've received that's most memorable?
I met somebody and they happen so often that it's really, really difficult to pinpoint one. I met someone today who came into my photo and said, you know, I watched the show that you were on and I was really inspired by it, and this person just graduated from film school. Yeah, that is amazing. That happens 4 or 5 times. Someone comes up and something that I did at a certain point helped them either overcome an obstacle or aspire to something, and that never, ever gets old. It's always really cool.
Okay, now, I personally would like to see the Hulk Hogan cosplay, but let's say you get to choose your own, Stephen Amell. What are you going to cosplay as at a convention if you're given the opportunity?
Green Arrow.
Hawkeye.
Hawkeye. Okay. Just because.
I don't see him in a
Yeah?
Final answer.
Okay, done. Correct. You're correct.
Or Winnie the Pooh.
Gap between the two of those.
Is there really any difference between Hawkeye and Winnie the Pooh?
One wears
Aren't
pants.
they both left-handed?
Oh, yeah.
I'm just move on. Next question.
Okay. Have you ever had the chance to walk around and buy anything at a show, whether from Artist Alley, or have you ever purchased anything?
Yeah, I'm hoping to. Is that the shirt right there? I'm hoping to get that shirt.
Oh, here, you gotta stand up and
That
model it.
SummerSlam Hawaiian shirt. First of all, I didn't even see your white Crocs and socks. Good for you.
Crocs and socks.
Look good for you. Come on up here. Come on all the way up on the stage so that we can meet this fashion icon.
Damn! You should have worn your Hawaiian shirt.
Crocs and socks.
Those are Hulkamania socks right there, and this is a SummerSlam Hawaiian shirt that I intend to purchase today.
Fabulous. You look amazing. Round of applause for this guy.
Should have been me.
Socks. The socks.
It really ties it all together, the socks and the Crocs. Are you a Croc guy, Steve?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
I am. I only wear Crocs because my wife loves them. She doesn't. But you will notice that after the panel, I'm flying to Austin, Texas tonight, and I will not be flying in these. I'll be flying in my pride flag Crocs.
Okay, understandable. And I shout out to the socks. Those are pretty wonderful as well.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Sock game is important. My man knows.
Yeah, very important. Okay, so obviously you're not going to SummerSlam. That's fine. You got to go to the baseball game, which is amazing. Okay, we're gonna pivot a little bit. This one's interesting. Do you have a useless talent or skill, and will you share?
100%. I do.
Okay.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
So give me a song. Somebody give me a song. Shout it out. National anthem. That's pretty useless. But oh, you should have it. The mouth trombone. The mouth trombone is my useless skill.
Very good.
My dad was good at it. I'm good
what's
at it,
crazy?
so I'm better at it than him
When
now.
interviewing
Now
him,
with my son,
she sort of looks
my
like
daughter's actually
legendary
she's
herself.
better than me. She's like, Dad, I've got vibrato in my mouth trombone. It's like, okay, great.
Okay. All right. That's a cool skill. I appreciate that. Okay, I have some would you rathers. Is that okay?
Hey Terry, is that a? Thank you. Is there ice in there? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I talk all the time. Everyone, this is Taran. You've met her. Everyone knows Taran. She's gonna kill me for making her come on stage. I take her to all the baseball games and stuff like that. She's the smartest person I know and the stupidest sports fan that I've ever met in my entire life. I say this with love. With love. It's met with love. Okay. So are we saying, okay, we're going, would you rather?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
They gave me some, but I just...
Let's go.
I came up with my own. Here's the ones that they gave, okay?
Let's go all of them, rapid fire. Here we go.
Pizza or burger?
Burger.
Okay, Team Burger, where we at, Team Burger?
Guys, I recently had to give up dairy, okay? I'm Team Burger, reluctantly. Okay?
Vegan cheese?
Push comes to shove? No.
No? You don't like vegan cheese?
Vegan cheese is like, it's like,
You're sounding gross at me.
vegan cheese is like having sex in a tracksuit. It doesn't work. Sorry.
Wow. Okay. Novels or comic books?
Novels.
Okay, here we go. Okay. Beach or pool?
Beach.
Okay, good choice, good choice. Cupcakes or ice cream? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I love ice cream so much. I hate non-dairy ice cream so much. But I'm still gonna go with ice cream.
Okay.
Vanilla.
Choice.
Vanilla.
Great. Okay, those are the ones they came up with.
Vanilla?
I came up with my
So
own.
bland,
Okay.
but okay.
Would you rather be able to play every instrument or speak every language?
Speak every language.
Hell yeah.
How well can I play the instrument? Wait a minute.
Mouth trombone?
Can I play the guitar like Prince?
Oh,
Yes.
Then an instrument.
Okay.
alright.
I love it. Okay, would you rather do a Freaky Friday swap with Fred Durst or Dr. Phil?
He's like, what the fuck?
Fred Durst in 2001.
That's the year. That's the year that you can do the Undertaker's theme song. Okay. Would you rather have to listen to Baby Shark on repeat for 24 hours
Fuck no.
or listen to Mambo number 5 on repeat for 24 hours?
What's Mambo number 5?
Baby Shark.
What?
There's a huge. I don't mean to make light of this. And I'd like to be very measured and thoughtful when I say at panels, because this week wasn't the best. There is a huge homeless problem in Los Angeles, and there is a tremendous video on TikTok of a worker, and the way it's not funny. The way that he got rid of the homeless encampment was he put a big Bluetooth speaker up and just blasted Baby Shark on repeat until everyone left.
That song will do it to you.
I don't know if I should have brought that up. Let's keep
Okay.
going.
Okay, the next one. Would you rather swim in a pool of peanut butter or in a giant cereal bowl?
Cereal bowl.
Sorry about the milk. I didn't
Mr.
know.
Beast video.
I'd rather. Who doesn't want to swim in a giant bowl of Lucky Charms?
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
That's an easy one.
Is that your cereal?
Oreo
your
cereals.
go-to?
Yeah, no. I like
very-
cereal in
I'm
general.
gonna be in a cereal bowl of all my favorite cereals.
I feel like growing up, I feel like it was I was more like a honeycomb or like a frosted flakes kind of guy.
Great choices.
Yeah. No, the nice thing is that there's something called Ripple, made with pea protein, and I put that in my cereal.
Yeah, what is open
And there's a chocolate flavor, I put that in there too.
Just you. All right, we got two more. Would you rather, okay, this is kind of wrestling related, wear Zubas to every formal occasion or always wear a Canadian tuxedo to every formal occasion?
Where's Zupas?
Canadian tuxedo.
Your choice.
My favorite is Jay Leno. Jay Leno wears the same thing every single day. He wears a denim shirt and jeans and boots. The differentiator is that he drives a different car every single day. If you ever go to Burbank, the tour that they don't show you is if you drive around Burbank for long enough, you will see Jay Leno in a car with steam coming out of it, just driving along. You know how you know it's Jay Leno? Because he looks exactly like Jay Leno.
Hey, Jay.
Yeah. All right, there's one final one of these. Would you rather borrow gear from Mick Foley or Stone Cold?
Stone Cold. Stone Cold. Say Stone Cold.
It's washed. I'm not.
Oh, it's washed?
Yeah.
Oh,
Are we sure? Like permanent press with detergent, whatnot? I love Nick. And if you were here sitting next to me, I'd say this. He's super gross and he never washes his stuff. So I'm gonna go with Stone Cold.
Okay. Good choice.
I love Nick. I love both those guys.
All right. So they gave me a couple of these. Finish the sentence. So we'll do a couple of these before we have to wrap it up. So if I could teleport people, I would teleport to.
Time or
This is for up to
ask
you.
me again, ask me again.
If I could teleport people, I would teleport to.
If I could teleport people?
I don't know. That's what the question
What
is.
does that mean?
I don't know.
Let's rethink that and ask me again.
Because I was going to say teleport us all.
If I could teleport, if I could take everyone here and teleport somewhere,
Yeah.
okay, I would teleport you guys to the base of the Green Monster where I was last night.
That's very kind.
The best.
So
nice.
fun.
Thank you.
I will never forget the day when. ...
I will never forget the day when I found out that we were having a girl.
Aww.
That's so sweet. Okay. If I could live in another time, I would choose.
I like living now.
Yeah, in the moment, in the present. Okay. Perfect. And then.
Or, you know, Westeros.
Or Westeros.
Yeah. But I'd be, especially based after this week, I'd probably be Joffrey.
Why Joffrey?
Prince Joffrey? He sucks.
You like that?
How's your Dothraki? Have you been working on it?
No. Because if I was a Dothraki, Momo would have killed me during the opening credits of the first episode.
That's it. All right, let's do one more. Today or recently, I learned how to... ...
That's a good question.
Thank you.
Today and this week, I learned to be a little bit more patient. I learned that the internet is not the real world.
Yes, that's true.
I learned that when I speak, people listen. So that when I speak, I should be a little bit more thoughtful, a little bit more measured, a little more calculated. And I should remember that when I speak, I don't just represent me, but I represent the people that I work with, that I work for, and that I represent my union. So I learned a lot of I learned a lot of humility this week. I'm very, very grateful for this week, even though it wasn't the best.
And we're grateful for you and your honesty and you taking the time to be here with us. And not at SummerSlam, but here in Boston.
Hey, listen, I love Boston. I think it's one of the most beautiful cities that I've ever visited. I love Fenway Park. I hate the Red Sox. I thank you guys so very, very much. Guys, thank you very much. You filled me up inside. Thank you.
You have saved this city. Damn, nothing for Green Arrow, bro?
I wanted to ask him a question.
I wanted to ask him a question.
Hold up, but my question was... Hold up, I had a... Yo, look at me. Question was, like during the transactions, that there are different shots of Boston. Did they actually film in Boston at any time?
I don't know, man.
Let's get out of here.